Why are you not confident in your English? Every day, people tell me they need my help because they're not confident using English in business meetings. It's probably the most common thing I hear. Sometimes it's they're not confident with their vocabulary. Now, I've made a few notes here, so you'll see me looking down. Now, the first thing is, of course, you might need a little help with your English. It's specifically English that you need for business meetings. And this isn't really difficult because business meetings are very, very repetitive, super repetitive. It's just boring how we use the same language so much in business meetings. This is after 35 years of doing business meetings and teaching hundreds of IT and business people. It's just the way it is. And I have a few lessons, few courses and that can really help you in this area. However, I would be surprised if your English isn't better than okay. Generally, when people contact me, their English is pretty good, and people have gotten to a certain level through native teachers in their own country or different things, and I generally just polish their English and help them build their confidence. You might be shaking your head and say, well, how does Bert know my English is okay? Well, I've taught hundreds of people, and everybody has self-doubt. Look, I have self-doubt about my coaching abilities sometimes. And my students are very kind, and they're always stroking me and telling me how helpful I've been to them, and it does feel so good. But the world tends to give us those little hints. Maybe we're not good enough, but most of it comes from this little guy on our shoulder ourselves, isn't it? Your English probably is good enough, and if it isn't good enough, I've got lots of tips on how to make it good enough. Very simple things you can do, like reading aloud, recording yourself, speaking about things, self-assessing, sending me recordings. You can send them to me on WhatsApp if you want to, free. As long as I don't get 2 million 5-minute recordings. But send me a 2-minute recording. Give me a sense of how your English is. Plus, I have a free quiz for you to do. If you want, you can share it with me, and then we can talk about your English abilities. Maybe somebody made you feel less confident. There are some people out there who aren't very nice. Let's just say it. There aren't very many, but there are some people who aren't very nice. Every once in a while, actually it's not very once in a while, I've had like 1 or 2 people on LinkedIn when I've sent something out to help people come back and tell me I'm a spammer or something. Anyway, it upsets me sincerely. It's only happened once or twice, and I have 7,500 connections on LinkedIn, and I'm constantly speaking with people on LinkedIn. Anyway, it's not a big deal, but just understand that it's generally their problem. It's not your problem if they ever say anything about your English, and you control your English. Your English can be a lot better. If it is a problem, we can work on it. Probably the biggest reason people are feeling doubtful about their English, you're too focused on accuracy. You're overthinking it. We all overthink it. I overthink my videos and that. I spend all kinds of time putting music on them and seeing if I can find videos to put in it so it can break up the video and make it more interesting and that. The thing is doing. We need to practice. We need to do what we do. We need to get up and speak. I was president of a large chamber of commerce, and I had to do public speaking. And nobody was more nervous than myself getting up in front of 200 or 300 people and making some kind of speech presentation. But guess what? The more you do it, the more you just get up there and take the risk and have a few notes, and the better you'll do. And I got to the point where I actually enjoyed doing it. It wasn't a strain. It was actually kind of fun. Follow these ideas. Talk to me, message me, connect with me. Let me know how you're doing, where you're getting with your English. And we can always work on this. Thank you for listening to me today. I'm always available to you. I appreciate the attention you're spending on this video. And please like, share, comment, follow, do whatever they do on YouTube and all these other places. I'm a bit of a dinosaur from another age. Thank you very much. But English hasn't really changed a lot.